Hey, what is up, guys? This is NotGOODAtGamess, and today we're going to talk about Dishonored 2. So basically, I just finished the game yesterday, and yeah, I enjoyed the game a lot. So basically, what I'm going to do is use this gameplay. The gameplay that I'm using is the one that I'm going to use to do all the kill everybody, search everything, and yeah. So pretty much this is about my gameplay on this review is about killing everything with the second character that I haven't finished. So basically, when I finished the game the first time, it was with Emily Kaldwin. So basically, yeah, I finished with Emily. Emily, if you don't know who she is, it's the little girl that you meet on the first video game. She's that little kid that you have to save in the beginning of the game. Well, in the beginning of the game, she's the kid that gets captured because they think it was they just wanted her to capture her and get her out of the throne where her mother was murdered. And now it's it has been a couple years later after the first video game, and yeah. So basically, this game takes a couple years later after the first game, and you have two choices. You can actually play with the main character from the first game named Corvo, or you can actually play with Emily. Emily is the second character that you can play with, and she's like I said, the little girl that you have to save on the first game, and yeah. Anyways, what I did is, since I've already played with Corvo on the first game, I decided to play with Emily. And I haven't played with Corvo, so I don't really know if there's a different missions or stuff, but I think it's the same, but with different dialogues. Because with Emily, it's other dialogues. What happened at the beginning is apparently the sister of her mother, the Empress that died on the first game, she came back and took the throne back from Emily because she was supposed to be the second in command after the first Empress died, and since the first Empress died, she came back and took the throne back, and yeah, that's pretty much what happens. That's pretty much the whole story. What you have to do is figure it out. What was the reason? Who was she? Why she was invincible? She was immortal, and you figure it out why the reason. Later on in the game, it lets you know why she is. She basically is kind of like the the guy when you go in the other dimension with Corvo. When you go, it's there's the guy that gives you the powers, and with Corvo, well, it's pretty much the same guy. Everyone was experimenting stuff, and that's how she came back to life, because apparently I think she was dead. That's what I understood about this game, is that she was dead basically, and then they brought her back, immortal. And since she came back, like I said, she was immortal. She went back to the throne, and she took everything from Emily, and you had to take everything back. Your throne, save your father. Your father is Corvo. I think he is the adoptive father, or he actually is the father. To be honest, I'm not really sure. I followed the first video game, but it was sometimes I wasn't really paying attention to some dialogue, so I'm not really sure. But anyways, I'm playing this game on PC. On PC, it's very beautiful. Actually, it's way better looking than console, but there's a lot of problems with the game. Of course, it doesn't work with the 60 FPS. It's actually locked on the 60 FPS, 30 FPS. Sorry, it's locked like it was on console, but the graphics are a little bit better. Still a little bit better. The only problem is that we play as 30 FPS, and that's kind of sucks. But you know, they're going to patch it, and when, I don't know, but you know. That's what they said. That's what they said, that we're going to patch it, and that we're going to be able to play with 60 FPS or unlimited FPS. I think. I'm not really sure. So basically, the game is incredible. So like I said, the graphics are great. The storyline is beautiful. There's nothing wrong with the game. Sadly, I didn't buy the collector's edition. I bought the normal game, so there's no collector's edition opening. I was actually going to buy one, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to wait, and I should have, because there's actually it comes with a ring. The ring is basically the object of the family, you know, the crest of the family, and the ring actually helps you do so many things, and that's what it, you know, that's what is about the ring. And it comes with a mask. The mask is actually the one from that is Corvo's mask. Corvo's mask is actually the mask that you put on the first video game, and I think on the second one you actually use it, but I'm not really sure, since I haven't played with Corvo. So this game, like I said, this gameplay is going to be playing with Corvo and killing everything and having high chaos. And yeah, so pretty much the the play style is pretty much the same as the first video game. There's not so much differences, but you know, there's kind of like new abilities. Obviously with Emily, there's an ability called Shadow Walk. I think, like I said, I'm not really sure about the with Corvo's abilities. So with Emily, there's a Shadow Walk ability. I don't know if there was in the first one, but yeah, the Shadow Walk is actually pretty cool. She gains powers when you actually play with her. Of course, you visit the guy that gives Corvo the abilities. He even tells her. The guy tells Emily about Corvo, why he became, you know, he accepted the powers, the reasons, and so on. And yeah, that's pretty much it about this game. You know, it only took me 8-9 hours, only the main story, without looking anything else. You know, without looking any runes. There were some runes that I was taking because they were, you know, on my way. I'm going through the main story. When I was doing the the main story was on my way, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna, you know, take everything up. And since there were some runes that were close to where I was or where I was going, you know, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna pick them up. And yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it. So Corvo is older in this game. Emily is way older than the first video game. Obviously, now she's become the Empress, but you know, everything happens. Her not her uncle, her uncle, her aunt. I think that's how you say it. Her aunt comes back and wants to try to take the throne from her, and she's like that devilish person. And that, you know, at the end of the game, you have the choice between kill her or save her. Obviously, sadly, I killed her. I was trying to save her because there's an achievement on Steam or a trophy on PlayStation or achievement on Xbox that it gives you the you know, when you try to help her, and gives an achievement. So basically, that's what happens, you know. You have to, yeah, I mean, that's the main story. Of course, when you go back, everything is a disaster, but you know, you save your people, you became the Empress. I think the ending, there's 4 different endings. Of course, there's the bad one, 2 middle ones, and the good one. I think mine was one of the 2 of the middle ones. You know, it wasn't a bad ending, but it wasn't a great ending. So like I said, it was the middle ending, and yeah. Like I said, the graphics, between the graphics, everything is good. Moving the characters is fine. There's nothing wrong, you know, playing on PC. There's like I said, there's some glitches on PC, but it's okay. It's not that something that you're like, okay, because if you are like a person that likes graphics that much, I mean, like, I like graphics better on PC because they're way better, but I'm not such a graphic whore. I apologize for that word, and yeah, I'm not such a graphic whore that, you know, it needs a 60 FPS to play the game. If it's stuck on 30 FPS, I will play the game because if I enjoy it. If I enjoy the game, if I don't enjoy the game, I won't play it. I won't even touch the game. I will just try to finish the game as fast as I can, and don't come back to get the achievements. As this one, I will try to get all the achievements, but some of them are quite difficult, challenging, such as not getting any alerts from the enemy. Of course, that one you have to get the abilities to, you know, sneak in every alley, or, you know, blink and everything. You have to get that reduces your noises when you run, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's pretty much it about this game. I mean, my review about this game. So yeah, for the next review, it's going to be about Watch Dogs 2. The next opening collector's edition is going to be Final Fantasy 15 in 3 weeks. I think in 2 weeks the game is going to be released, but in the third week I'm going to get my collector's edition, because that's how it happens. That's how it goes with me when I order a collector's edition. For some reason I always get 1 week late. But anyways, so this is the beginning. So yeah, for me it's a 4 point. It's, you know, 8 out of. Let's give it a 9. 9 out of 10 for this game, for the main story, everything else, and yeah. Alright, so this is gonna be it. So thank you for watching. This is my review for Dishonored 2. So we'll see you guys on the next review, next video. So yeah, bye bye.